got on.
Greetings YouTube neighbors. Today I'm doing a quick video on my wood chipper I'm borrowing from a friend. So this is a Land Pride model. It's a WC 1503. The flywheel and everything is right here. So actually it's one bolt to expose the flywheel, and then there's two-sided blades on it. So if you think you're ever getting dull, you have the ability to flip them. The pin, it's a shear pin, is actually in this housing. It's a different element. So you undo 3 bolts, you can pull this back, and that's the shear pin in there. What I do is I keep an extra couple pins in where the instructions are. That way if you shear one in the woods, you got a quick replacement if you need it. So this is about the bare bones, simplest one you can buy. If we look in the chute, let's look in the chute, there's pretty much nothing in here. It's just a straight chute. These are just little flaps to keep stuff from flying back at you. And then all the way at the end is the flywheel. So maybe back up real quick. One thing to note, so there is no safety like trip mechanism. Let's get your fingers out of the camera view. There you go. One thing to note, that even, I'm 6 foot tall, I got pretty long arms. Even with that, I can't touch the flywheel like this. So not that they recommend you put your arms in here, but it's one thing to realize that even if you do this, I can't touch the flywheel yet. I gotta stick my whole head in before I touch the flywheel. So something to keep in mind. And then this is the chute. So the chute can adjust like this, and then it can also go up, down, whichever way you want. So I've been doing a couple things. Normally I'm set up like this. We'll have you come back over here, kiddo. Normally I'm set up like this, where I'll shoot the chips along my trail, and I'm trying to basically level the trail off with wood chips. Or I'll keep a wagon right here, and I'll shoot the chips right into the wagon. So today's a little windy, so I'm going to shoot it away from me, and I'm going to angle it down so the chips don't go all in the air. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to start the tractor, and we're going to get set up. good. That bigger branch I put in is about as big as you can fit. It's about 3 inches in there. It's a little bit canted, so it's a little bit more open on one end, but it does struggle on the bigger stuff. So what I would say is it's really good for the branches and stuff like that, but as far as doing, you know, smaller trees, it won't work because the chute's too narrow and it has no auto feeder. You have to push it in, and I'm sure I made some of you nervous when you stick my hand in here, but that's why I was showing you I can't reach all the way to the end. Now, one thing to think about when it's just gravity fed and there's no auto feeder, stuff gets jammed up at the most narrow end of the chute quite frequently. And so the tactic you're going to use is, first, don't put anything bigger than 3 inches. Second, use another stick to push the one that's stuck through. And then finally, if you really do get something very jammed up, what you're going to do is shut the whole thing off, and then you'll have to reach in there and grab it out. So for a budget model, I really like it. I like the adjustable legs. It's very easy to hook up. The one thing I don't like is basically the no auto feed and the narrow chute on the hole. That creates the most problems. But otherwise, if you're in the market, I do think the Land Pride 1503 is a pretty good model. Until next time, thank you.